Why the baobab tree is called the Tree of Life. Welcome to my channel where I explore Shona traditions and customs through explaining Shona proverbs and telling you Shona tales. Sometimes I do focus on traditions versus modernity to see what has changed. You might have noticed that in most Shona tales I have shared with you there's mention of the baobab tree. Some viewers have asked me to explain the significance of the baobab tree in the Shona traditions and customs. The other thing is to shed light on the role of storytelling among the Shona people. Firstly, let's look at the significance of the baobab tree amongst the Shona people. The baobab tree holds deep cultural, spiritual, and practical significance in Shona traditions. Here are some key aspects. 1. Spiritual and cultural symbolism. Sacred site. For the Shona people, the baobab tree is often considered sacred. It serves as a spiritual symbol and is believed to be a dwelling place for ancestral spirits. People gather around baobabs to perform rituals, offer prayers, and communicate with their ancestors. The tree's long life and distinctive appearance give it an almost mystical presence, making it a bridge between the physical and spiritual worlds. Storytelling and wisdom. The baobab is also a site for sharing oral traditions. Elders, who are the keepers of wisdom and history, often sit under the shade of the baobab tree to tell stories, pass down knowledge, and teach lessons to younger generations. This practice reinforces cultural identity, values, and continuity. 2. Social gathering place. Community meetings. The baobab serves as a central meeting point in many Shona villages. Its large canopy provides ample shade, making it a natural place for people to come together for community discussions, celebrations, and social events. It is often referred to as the Tree of Life because it brings people together and nurtures a sense of community. 3. Practical uses. Food and medicine. The baobab tree is also important for its practical uses. Its fruit, often called monkey bread, is rich in nutrients like vitamin C, calcium, and potassium. The seeds can be ground into a powder for porridge, and the leaves are used in traditional medicine to treat ailments such as fever, stomach issues, and respiratory problems. Shelter and tools. The baobab's bark is strong and fibrous, making it useful for making ropes, mats, and even clothing. The hollow trunks of old baobabs can provide shelter or storage spaces for grain and water, which are vital in the dry regions where the Shona live. 4. Symbol of longevity and resilience. Longevity. Baobabs can live for thousands of years, and their survival through harsh climates symbolizes endurance and resilience, qualities that are deeply admired in Shona culture. The tree is a symbol of strength and the continuity of life, representing the endurance of the community through time and adversity. 5. Connection to the natural world. Ecological importance. The baobab plays a crucial role in the ecosystem by providing food and habitat for various animals, including birds, insects, and small mammals. In Shona culture, this connection to the natural world underscores the tree's significance, reinforcing the importance of living in harmony with nature and respecting all forms of life. Summary. In Shona traditions, the baobab tree is more than just a plant. It is a cultural icon, a spiritual symbol, a social hub, a source of sustenance, and a symbol of resilience and wisdom. It embodies the interconnectedness of life, community, and the environment, making it a vital part of Shona heritage and daily life. The next question I'm going to touch on is to explain the significance of storytelling among the Shona people. Storytelling is a fundamental aspect of Shona traditions. serving as a means of preserving history, imparting cultural values, and fostering community bonds. Here are the key reasons why storytelling is so significant in Shona culture. 1. Preservation of history and identity. Oral tradition. The Shona people, like many African cultures, have historically relied on oral traditions to pass down their history, beliefs, and experiences from one generation to the next. Storytelling preserves the collective memory of the community, including important historical events, ancestral lineages, and cultural myths. This helps maintain a sense of identity and continuity across generations. Transmission of knowledge. Through stories, the Shona convey knowledge about their origins, the creation of the world, significant battles, migrations, and the deeds of past heroes. This oral history provides a record of the Shona people's existence and helps younger generations understand where they come from and who they are. 2. Teaching moral and social values. Moral lessons. Many Shona stories, especially folktales, are designed to teach important moral lessons. Stories often feature animals with human traits, wise elders, and trickster characters, each playing roles that highlight virtues like honesty, bravery, humility, generosity, and respect. For example, a story about a clever hare outsmarting a greedy lion may illustrate the value of wit over brute strength or the dangers of greed. Social norms and expectations. Storytelling helps reinforce societal norms and expectations, such as the importance of respect for elders, the value of community cooperation, and the proper way to conduct oneself. These lessons are taught in a way that is engaging and memorable, making them easy for children and adults alike to absorb and remember. 3. Spiritual and religious significance. Connecting with the ancestors. Storytelling is a spiritual practice that connects the Shona people to their ancestors and the spiritual realm. Stories often include elements of spirituality, such as tales of spirits, gods, and ancestors who guide or influence the lives of the living. This reinforces the belief that the past is always present and that the ancestors play an active role in the daily lives of the community. Rituals and ceremonies. During rituals and ceremonies, storytelling is used to invoke ancestral spirits, ask for blessings, and ensure the protection of the community. It creates a shared spiritual experience that strengthens communal bonds and reaffirms cultural beliefs. 4. Entertainment and social bonding. Communal enjoyment. Storytelling is a popular form of entertainment, especially during the evenings or gatherings around the fire. It brings people together, creating a sense of camaraderie and joy. The shared experience of listening to a story, laughing, or gasping at the twists and turns fosters social cohesion and unity. Interactive tradition. Storytelling sessions are often interactive, with listeners encouraged to ask questions, make comments, or even join in the narration. This participatory nature makes storytelling a dynamic and engaging activity that strengthens the connection between the storyteller and the audience. 5. Educational tool for practical knowledge. Learning skills. Stories also serve as a means to teach practical skills, such as farming techniques, hunting methods, or survival tactics. For instance, a story about a hunter's encounter with a dangerous animal may convey valuable lessons on tracking, observing animal behavior, and acting wisely in the face of danger. Environmental awareness. Many stories emphasize the importance of living in harmony with nature and respecting the environment. These stories might teach about the medicinal uses of plants, the significance of different animals, or the cycles of the seasons, promoting a sense of environmental stewardship. 6. Expression of creativity and language. Preservation of language. Storytelling helps preserve the Shona language by keeping it alive and dynamic through daily use. It enriches vocabulary, promotes the use of proverbs and idioms, and demonstrates the beauty and versatility of the language. Cultural creativity. Storytelling allows for the expression of creativity, humor, and artistry. Storytellers are often highly regarded in the community for their ability to weave words, use metaphors, and captivate audiences with their voice and gestures. This creative expression contributes to a vibrant cultural life and celebrates the art of communication. Summary. Storytelling in Shona traditions is a multifaceted practice with profound significance. It is a vital tool for preserving history, imparting values, educating, connecting with the spiritual world, fostering social bonds, and expressing creativity. By weaving together the past, present, and future, storytelling remains a cornerstone of Shona culture, enriching the community's identity and continuity. Why do you think proverbs are important to Shona people, and are they still relevant today? I have done videos explaining what are Shona proverbs. Check out the links below. Coming to the question, on the importance of proverbs to the Shona people. Cultural identity and heritage. Shona proverbs, known as Tsumo and Shona, are a vital part of the Shona people's cultural heritage. They contain the wisdom, values, and traditions of the Shona community, passed down through generations. By preserving these proverbs, the Shona people maintain a connection to their ancestors and cultural roots. Moral and ethical guidance. Proverbs are used to impart moral and ethical lessons. They often reflect the collective wisdom of the community, teaching important life lessons such as the value of hard work, honesty, respect for others, and the importance of community. For instance, the proverb, "New things come from travel," encourages exploration and learning, communication, and social cohesion. Shona proverbs are commonly used in communication, especially in conflict resolution, teaching, and social discourse. They help in conveying messages in a subtle yet powerful way, often easing tensions and fostering understanding. The use of proverbs can also demonstrate respect and eloquence in speech. Education and socialization. In traditional Shona society, proverbs are a key tool in educating the younger generation. Elders use them to impart knowledge about social norms, expectations, and appropriate behavior. This oral tradition helps to instill values and wisdom from an early age. Cognitive and linguistic development. The use of proverbs enhances cognitive skills, as interpreting them requires critical thinking and understanding of metaphorical language. They enrich the Shona language by offering succinct and poetic ways to express complex ideas. Relevance of Shona proverbs today. Continued cultural relevance. While the world is rapidly modernizing, many Shona people still value their cultural heritage, and proverbs remain relevant as a means of maintaining this connection. In both rural and urban settings, proverbs are used in various social situations, from formal gatherings to everyday conversations. Educational value. Proverbs continue to be an important educational tool, especially in rural areas where traditional ways of life are more prevalent. However, even in urban schools, they are sometimes used in the curriculum to teach language, literature, and ethics. Moral and ethical guidance in modern times. Despite changes in lifestyle and technology, the moral and ethical lessons embedded in Shona proverbs are timeless. They provide guidance on issues like respect for elders, the importance of community, and the value of perseverance, which remain relevant in contemporary society. Challenges and adaptation. However, the relevance of proverbs is challenged by the increasing influence of Western culture, globalization, and the dominance of English in education and media. Younger generations may not be as familiar with traditional proverbs, and their usage might be declining in some urban settings. Modern applications. Some Shona proverbs have found their way into modern contexts, being used in literature, media, and even politics to convey messages that resonate with contemporary audiences. This adaptation helps keep them relevant, though often in a modified or less frequent form. In conclusion, Shona proverbs remain an important aspect of Shona culture, offering valuable insights and lessons that are still applicable today. While their usage may be declining in some areas due to modernization, they continue to play a significant role in preserving cultural identity, imparting wisdom, and guiding social interactions. Efforts to keep these proverbs alive through education and cultural practices are crucial for their continued relevance. Next, we are going to look at some of the Shona proverbs.